You may wonder, what does it mean to do it alone? Is it a call to isolation? A rejection of the world around us? No, my beloved, it is quite the opposite. To do it alone is to recognize the divinity within you, to understand that you are the operant power in your world, and that all creation begins in the sanctum of your own mind. Consider for a moment the great masters throughout history. Did they not retreat into solitude to commune with the infinite? Did not prophets venture into the wilderness to receive their revelations? Even the Christ, in his moments of greatest significance, withdrew from the crowds to pray alone. This, my friends, is the essence of doing it alone, not in physical isolation, but in the realization that you, and you alone, are the author of your life story. Let us delve deeper into this concept. When I say do it alone, I speak of the inner work, the labor of consciousness that no one else can perform for you. It is the intimate dance between your imagination and the infinite possibilities that lie dormant within you. This dance, this sacred communion, can only be experienced in the privacy of your own being. Think of it this way. When you enter a dream at night, do you bring others with you? No, you enter that realm alone, and in that state you are the creator, the director, and the star of your nocturnal adventures. Your waking life, I assure you, is no different. You are dreaming it into existence with every thought, every assumption, every inner conversation. But some of you might protest, Neville, surely we need others in our lives. Surely we cannot exist in isolation, and to this I say, of course. The outer world, the people in your life, they are all vital and beautiful parts of your experience. But understand this, they are not the cause of your experience, they are the effect. They are the reflections of your inner state, the manifestations of your consciousness. When you truly grasp this, when you internalize the knowledge that you are the operant power, you will see that all the help you need, all the love you seek, all the success you desire, it all begins within you. You do not need to manipulate others or beg the world for favors. You need only to adjust your inner state, to align your consciousness with your desires, and the outer world will rearrange itself to match your envision. This, my dear friends, is the true meaning of doing it alone. It is the recognition that you are not a mere fragment in a vast, uncaring universe, but that you are the universe itself, focused into this particular point of time and space. You are God in distribution, experiencing yourself through the vessel of your human form. Now let us explore how this principle applies to your daily life. Imagine you desire a new job, a position that fills you with excitement and purpose. The common approach would be to scour job listings, to network feverishly, to plead your case to potential employers. And while these outer actions may have their place, they are not the source of your success. Instead, I urge you to do it alone. Retreat into the theater of your mind. There, in that sacred space, see yourself already occupying that position. Feel the satisfaction of doing work that inspires you. Hear the congratulations of your colleagues. Experience the pride of your loved ones. Make this inner experience so vivid, so real, that when you open your eyes, you will be surprised to find yourself still in your current circumstances. This, my friends, is the art of assumption. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, when you live from the end as if it were already a reality, you set in motion forces beyond your conscious understanding. The entire universe conspires to bring about the conditions that match your inner state. But remember, this is not mere positive thinking or idle daydreaming. This is a fundamental shift in your concept of self. You are not trying to change things, you are changing the thinker. You are revising your own identity to match your desire. Let me share with you a profound truth. The outer world is dead. Yes, you heard me correctly. The world you perceive with your senses is but a shadow, a reflection of past thoughts and assumptions. It has no power to create, no ability to cause. It can only reflect what you hold in your consciousness. This may seem a stark statement, perhaps even a disturbing one, but I assure you it is the key to your freedom. For if the outer world is dead, if it has no power to create or cause, then you are liberated from its seeming constraints. You are free to create anew, to assume a new state of consciousness, and to watch as the outer world reshapes itself to match your inner vision. This is why I implore you to do it alone. For in the solitude of your consciousness, in the privacy of your imagination, you hold the power to reshape your entire existence. No one else can do this for you. No external force can grant you this power. It is your birthright, your inherent nature as a created being. Consider the great inventors and innovators throughout history. Did they not first conceive their creations in the solitude of their minds? Did not every great work of art, every scientific breakthrough, every technological marvel first exist as a seed in someone's imagination? These individuals understood perhaps intuitively, the power of doing it alone. But let us be clear, doing it alone does not mean you must physically isolate yourself from others. It does not mean you should reject help or collaboration when it presents itself. Rather, it means that you recognize that the primary creative act occurs within you. The outer actions, the physical steps you take, are simply the outward expression of an inner conviction. Think of it this way. When you plant a seed in the ground, do you dig it up every day to check its progress? Do you attempt to force the sprout to emerge, to manipulate the leaves into unfurling? Of course not. You plant the seed, you provide the proper conditions, and then you allow the innate intelligence within that seed to do its work. Your desires, your goals, your aspirations, these are seeds you plant in the fertile soil of your consciousness. Your task is not to force them into manifestation through sheer will or endless action. Your task is to plant them properly, to nurture them with your assumption of their fulfillment, and then to allow them to grow and manifest in their own divine timing. This is the art of doing it alone. It is the recognition that you are the gardener of your own mind, the cultivator of your own reality. No one else can plant these seeds for you. No one else can assume the sealing of their fulfillment on your behalf. This is your sacred duty, your divine right, and your ultimate power. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, what about the challenges I face? What about the obstacles in my path to this? I say these challenges, these obstacles, they are not what you think they are. They are not external forces conspiring against you. They are not proof of your limitations or your unworthiness. No, my dear friends, these challenges are invitations. They are calls to go deeper into yourself, to strengthen your conviction, to purify assumption. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to do it alone, to retreat into the workroom of your imagination, and to revise your concept of self. Remember, the outer world can only reflect what you hold in consciousness. If you accept the obstacle as real, if you allow it to shake your conviction, then you give it power over you. But if you recognize it for what it truly is, a shadow, a reflection of past thoughts, then you can dissolve it in the light of your new assumption. This is why I often speak of revision. When you face a challenge or encounter an undesirable circumstance, do not accept it as final. Do not allow it to define your reality. Instead, in the privacy of your imagination, revise the event. See it unfolding as you would have preferred. Feel the relief, the joy, the satisfaction of this revised version. You might ask, but Neville, how can I revise something that has already happened? And to this, I say time is an entire illusion. The past, present, and future exist simultaneously in the eternal now of your consciousness. When you revise an event in your imagination, you are not changing the past in a linear sense. You are selecting a different version of events from the infinite possibilities that exist in the dimension of consciousness. This is the power of doing it alone. In the solitude of your mind, you can revise any event, reshape any circumstance, and redefine any aspect of your life. The outer world, bound as it is to reflect your inner state, must then rearrange itself to match your new assumption. But let us delve even deeper into this concept of doing it alone. It is not merely about manifesting specific desires or revising unwanted events. It is about a fundamental shift in your understanding of who and what you are. You see, my beloved, when I speak of doing it alone, I am pointing you towards the realization of your true identity. You are not the limited mortal creature you appear to be. You are not defined by your circumstances, your past, or the opinions of others. You are, in truth, the very essence of creation itself, temporarily focused into this particular point of view. This is why no one else can do it for you. This is why all the self-help books, all the motivational seminars, all the well-meaning advice from friends and family, while potentially useful, can never be the source of your transformation. They can point the way, they can offer techniques and insights, but the actual work, the sacred labor of consciousness, can only be done by you, alone, in the depths of your being. Consider for a moment the story of Moses receiving the 10 Commandments. He did not bring the multitudes with him to the top of Mount Sinai. He ascended alone into the cloud of unknowing to commune with the divine. This story, like all great spiritual allegories, is not about an external historical event. It is about the inner journey that each of us must undertake. You, my dear friend, are Moses. The mountain is your own consciousness. The cloud is the mystery of your own being. And the commandments, they are the laws of your own nature, the principles by which you create your reality. But you must ascend alone. You must enter the cloud alone. You must receive the revelation alone. This solitary journey is not a burden, but a privilege. It is the recognition of your divine nature, your innate creative power. When you truly understand this, when you fully embody this truth, you will never again feel alone in the common sense of the word. For you will know that you are one with the source of all creation, that you are the very substance from which all things are formed. Now let us consider how this principle of doing it alone applies to your relationships with others. Some of you might worry that this teaching promotes selfishness or isolation. Nothing could be further from the truth. When you learn to do it alone, when you recognize your own divine nature, you become capable of truly loving others. You see, most human relationships are based on need, on the belief that we are incomplete without the other. We seek in others what we believe we lack in ourselves. But when you know that you are complete, that you contain within yourself the fullness of being, then your relationships transform. You no longer approach others from a place of lack or need, but from a place of fullness and love. This is the paradox of doing it alone. It enables you to connect more deeply with others. For when you no longer need others to complete you, you can appreciate them for who they truly are. You can love them freely without conditions or expectations. You can allow them to be themselves without trying to change them to fit your needs. Consider the sun. Does it shine only on those it deems worthy? Does it withhold its light from those it judges undeserving? No, it shines on all equally, giving of itself freely and abundantly. This is how you will relate to others when you master the art of doing it alone. You will be like the sun, radiating love and creativity, not because you need anything in return, but because it is your nature to do so. But to reach this state, you must first do the inner work alone. You must confront your own shadows, face your own fears, and dissolve your own limiting beliefs. This is not always easy. It requires courage, persistence, and faith. But I assure you, my dear friends, the rewards are beyond anything you can imagine. For when you learn to do it alone, you discover that you are never truly alone. You realize that you are one with the creative power of the universe. You understand that all things are possible to you, for you are the very substance from which all things are formed. This is why I often speak of the state of wish fulfilled. When you enter into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, when you live from the end as if your desire were already a reality, you are doing it alone in the true sense. You are not waiting for external circumstances to change. You are not dependent on the actions or approval of others. You are creating from within, shaping your reality through the power of your assumption. But remember, this is not about forcing or struggling. It is not about willpower in the conventional sense. It is about aligning yourself with the natural creative process of the universe. Just as a seed does not strain to become a tree, you do not need to strain to manifest your desires. You need only to assume the right state of consciousness to feel the naturalness of your wish fulfilled, and then to allow the outer world to reshape itself accordingly. This allowing, this trust in the process is itself a form of doing it alone. For it requires you to release your attachment to external results, to let go of your need to control the how and when of your manifestation. It asks you to have faith in your own creative power, to trust in the wisdom of your own being. Think of a great artist at work. When they stand before a blank canvas, do they doubt their ability to create? Do they worry about where the paint will come from or how the brushes will move? No, they simply begin, allowing the creative impulse to flow through them. They trust in their own artistic vision, in their own creative power. You, my dear friend, are the artist of your own life. Your consciousness is the canvas, your imagination the brush, and your assumptions the paint. And like the artist, you must trust in your own creative power. You must have faith in your ability to shape your reality. This faith, this trust, is the essence of doing it alone. It is the recognition that all the power you need is already within you. It is the understanding that you are not separate from the creative force of the universe, but are that very force itself, focused into this particular point of view. Now, let us address a question that may arise in your minds. Some of you might be thinking, but Neville, if I am doing it alone, if I am the creator of my reality, why do I sometimes experience unwanted circumstances? Why do I face challenges and difficulties? This is a profound question, and it strikes at the heart of our discussion. The answer lies in understanding the nature of consciousness and the process of creation. You see, your outer world is not created by your conscious thoughts alone. It is shaped by the totality of your consciousness, including your deepest beliefs, your habitual thoughts, and even the aspects of yourself that you may not be consciously aware of. When you experience unwanted circumstances, it is not a failure of your creative power. It is simply a reflection of some aspect of your consciousness that you may not have fully recognized or addressed. This is why doing it alone is so crucial. It requires you to delve deep into your own being, to confront and transform the hidden beliefs and assumptions that may be shaping them in reality in ways you don't consciously intend. Consider for a moment the concept of self-talk, the inner conversations you have with yourself throughout the day. These conversations, often occurring below the level of conscious awareness, are powerful creative forces. They are, in essence, the way you do it alone all the time, whether you realize it or not. If your inner conversations are filled with doubt, fear, or limitation, then these states will be reflected in your outer experience. But the wonderful news is that you have the power to change these conversations. You can consciously choose new thoughts, new assumptions, new inner dialogues that align with your desires. This is not about forced positive thinking or denying the reality of your current circumstances. It is about recognizing that your inner world is the true creative realm, and that by changing your inner conversations, you inevitably change your outer world. Let me share with you a technique that I have found particularly powerful in this regard. I call it eavesdropping on your future self. Here's how it works. Imagine yourself in the future, having already achieved your desire. Listen carefully to the conversations you would be having in that state. What would you be saying to yourself? What would others be saying to you? Now bring those conversations into your present. Begin to speak to yourself as if your desire were already fulfilled. Have imaginary conversations with others where they congratulate you on your success. Feel the naturalness of these conversations, the ease with which they flow. This technique is a powerful way of doing it alone. It allows you to align your inner world with the reality you wish to create, regardless of your current circumstances. And as you persist in these new inner conversations, you will find your outer world beginning to shift and change to match your law. But remember, my dear friends, this is not about escaping reality or living in a fantasy world. It is about recognizing the true nature of reality itself. What you perceive as the real world is simply the outpicturing of consciousness. By changing your consciousness, you literally change your world. This is why I often say that there is no such thing as fiction. Every story, every imagined scenario exists as a reality in the dimension of consciousness. When you imagine yourself in a desired state, you are not creating something new. You are tuning into an already existing reality, a version of yourself that already possesses what you desire. Your task then is not to create this reality, but to align yourself with it. This alignment happens within you, in the privacy of your own consciousness. It is a solitary act, a sacred communion between you and the infinite possibilities that exist within you. This is the deepest meaning of doing it alone. It is the recognition that you are the operant power in your world, that you are the one who selects and animates the particular version of reality you experience. No one else can do this for you. No external power can grant you this ability. It is your inherent nature, your divine birthright. But let us be clear, doing it alone does not mean you must struggle or strain. It does not mean you must cut yourself off from others or reject help when it is offered. Rather, it means recognizing that the primary creative act occurs within you, in the realm of your imagination and assumption. Think of it this way when you go to sleep at night. Do you worry about how your heart will continue to beat, how your lungs will continue to breathe? Of course not. You trust in the innate wisdom of your body to carry out these functions without your conscious control. In the same way, when you plant a seed in your consciousness through imagination and assumption, you can trust in the innate creative power of your being to bring it to fruition. Your role is to plant the seed, to nurture it with your faith and expectancy, and then to allow it to grow and manifest in its own divine timing. This allowing, this trust, is itself a form of doing it alone. It requires you to release your attachment to external results, to let go of your need to control every aspect of the manifestation process. It asks you to have faith in your own creative power, to trust in the wisdom of your own being. Now, some of you may be wondering, but Neville, what about action? Don't we need to take action in the world to achieve our goals? This is an excellent question, and it brings us to a crucial point in our discussion. Action is indeed important, but not in the way most people think. You see, inspired action flows naturally from a changed state of consciousness. When you have truly assumed the feeling of your wish fulfilled, when you are living from the end, the appropriate actions will arise spontaneously. You will find yourself naturally doing the things that lead to the manifestation of your desire. This is very different from the common approach of trying to force results through sheer willpower or endless activity. Such forced action often comes from a place of lack or fear, and it rarely leads to lasting fulfillment. Instead, when you do it alone, when you change your state of consciousness first, Your actions become effortless expressions of your new state of being. Consider the example of learning a new skill, like playing a musical instrument. At first, your actions may feel forced and unnatural. You have to consciously think about every movement, every note. But as you practice, as you begin to embody the state of being a musician, your actions become more fluid, more natural. You no longer have to think about every little movement. The music simply flows through you. This is how manifestation works when you truly understand the principle of doing it alone. You don't force the outer actions. You change your inner state. And the appropriate actions flow naturally from that state. But there's an even deeper truth here, my dear friends. As you advance in your understanding and application of these principles, you may find that less and less outer action is required. For when you are truly aligned with your desire and consciousness, the entire universe moves to bring about its manifestation. This is what I mean when I say that creation is finished. All possible states, all possible versions of reality already exist in the dimension of consciousness. Your task is not to create these realities, but to select and animate the one you desire through your assumption and feeling. This selection, this animation happens within you. It is a solitary act, a sacred communion between you and the infinite possibilities that exist within you. This is why no one else can do it for you. This is why you must do it alone. But remember, doing it alone does not mean you are separate or isolated from the world around you. Quite the opposite. When you master the art of doing it alone, you realize your oneness with all of creation. You understand that the entire universe is yourself pushed out. That every person and every circumstance in your life is a reflection of your own consciousness. This realization is profoundly liberating, for it means that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances. You are not a victim of fate or chance. You are the author of your own story, the creator of your own reality. But with this great power comes great responsibility. For if you are the creator of your reality, then you must take full responsibility for your life experience. You can no longer blame others for your circumstances. You can no longer see yourself as a victim of external forces. This responsibility may seem daunting at first, but I assure you, it is the key to your freedom. For when you take full responsibility for your life, you reclaim your power to change it. You recognize that if you created your current circumstances through your assumptions and beliefs, you can create new circumstances through new assumptions and beliefs. This is the essence of doing it alone. It is the recognition that you are the operant power in your world, that you are the one who selects and animates the particular version of reality you experience. No one else can do this for you. No external power can grant you this ability. It is your inherent nature, your divine birthright. But let us delve even deeper into this concept. When I say do it alone, I am not just referring to the manifestation of specific desires or the achievement of particular goals. I am pointing you towards a fundamental shift in your understanding of who and what you are. You see, my beloved, you are not the limited, mortal creature you appear to be. You are not defined by your body, your circumstances, or your personal history. These are but costumes you wear, roles you play in the grand drama of existence. Your true identity is far greater, far more magnificent than you can possibly imagine. You are, in essence, the very consciousness from which all things arise. You are the dreamer of this dream we call life. When you truly grasp this, when you fully embody this truth, the idea of doing it alone takes on a whole new meaning. For you realize that there is no other to rely on, no external source of power or wisdom to appeal to. You are it. You are all there is. This realization can be both exhilarating and terrifying. It means that you are fully responsible for your experience of life. It means that you can no longer blame others or circumstances for your situation. But it also means that you have the power to change anything and everything in your life. Consider for a moment the implications of this truth. If you are the dreamer of your life, then everything and everyone in your experience is a reflection of your own consciousness. The people you interact with, the circumstances you encounter, the very world you perceive, all of it is you, pushed out. This is why doing it alone is so crucial. For if everything is a reflection of your consciousness, then the only place where change can truly occur is within you. The outer world, being a reflection, can only change when you change. But here's the beautiful paradox. When you fully embrace the idea of doing it alone, when you take complete responsibility for your life experience, you also realize your profound connection to all of existence. For if you are the dreamer of your life, and if everything in your experience is you pushed out, then you are, in a very real sense, everything and everyone. This realization dissolves the illusion of separation. It reveals the underlying unity of all things. And from this place of unity, true love and compassion naturally arise. For how can you not love others when you recognize them as aspects of yourself? This is why the great spiritual teachers throughout history have emphasized self-realization. They understood that true transformation, true liberation can only come from within. They knew that each of us must make this journey alone, must discover our true nature for ourselves. But make no mistake, my dear friends, this journey of self-discovery, this process of doing it alone is not always easy. It requires courage, persistence, and faith. It asks you to question everything you thought you knew about yourself and the world. It challenges you to let go of old beliefs and limitations. There may be times when you feel lost or confused. There may be moments when you doubt yourself and this teaching. This is natural. It is part of the process. But I urge you to persist, for on the other side of this struggle lies a freedom and a joy beyond anything you can currently imagine. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. While you must do the inner work yourself, you are supported by the very universe you are creating. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you encounter, is an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. It is your own higher self calling you to awaken to your true nature. As you continue on this path of doing it alone, you will begin to experience life in a completely new way. You will no longer feel at the mercy of external circumstances. You will no longer seek validation or approval from others. You will stand firm in the knowledge of your own divine nature, your own creative power. From this place of inner certainty, you will find that life begins to flow with an ease and grace you never thought possible. Opportunities will seem to arise spontaneously. Desires will manifest with surprising speed and in unexpected ways. You will experience a deep sense of peace and fulfillment, regardless of outer conditions. But perhaps the most beautiful transformation will be in your relationships with others. As you learn to do it alone, as you discover your own completeness, you will no longer approach relationships from a place of need or lack. Instead, you will come from a place of fullness, of love freely given without condition or expectation. You will see others not as separate entities to be manipulated or controlled, but as beloved aspects of yourself, as unique expressions of the same consciousness that you are. This shift in perception will transform all your relationships, bringing a depth of love and understanding you may have thought impossible. And as you move through the world from this state of consciousness, you will naturally inspire others. Without effort or intention, you will serve as a living example of what is possible. Your very being will be a testament to the power of doing it alone, of taking responsibility for one's own consciousness. But remember, my dear friends, this is not about becoming some perfect, flawless being. It is about embracing all aspects of yourself, including your perceived flaws and weaknesses. For these too are part of the magnificent tapestry of your being, part of the unique way in which the infinite expresses itself through you. Doing it alone means loving all of yourself, accepting all of your experiences as part of your journey of self-discovery. It means recognizing that even your mistakes and failures are opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. As you continue to apply these principles, as you persist in the practice of doing it alone, you will find that your entire perception of life begins to shift. What once seemed solid and fixed will reveal itself to be fluid and responsive to your consciousness. The world will become a living, breathing reflection of your inner state. You will begin to see that every person, every circumstance, every experience in your life is a gift, a perfectly orchestrated opportunity for you to know yourself more fully, to express your divine nature more completely. Even the challenges and difficulties you face will be recognized as sacred invitations to grow and evolve. This shift in perception, this new way of experiencing life, is the true fruit of doing it alone. It is the realization of your divine nature, the embodiment of your creative power. It is the fulfillment of your purpose as a unique expression of the infinite. But let me be clear, my beloved, this state of consciousness is not some distant goal to be achieved in the future. It is not something you need to strive for or earn. It is your true nature, your natural state of being. It is available to you here and now, in this very moment. All that is required is a shift in your assumption, a change in your concept of self. And this shift, this change, can only occur within you. It is something you must do alone. So I urge you, my dear friends, embrace this teaching. Take it into your hearts and minds. Test it in the laboratory of your own experience, for it is only through your own direct experience that you will truly understand the power and the beauty of doing it alone. Remember, you are not separate from the creative power of the universe. You are that very power, focused into this particular point of view. You are the operant power in your world, the author of your own story, the creator of your own reality. Embrace this truth. Live from this understanding. Do it alone. And watch as your world transforms before your very eyes. And now, my beloved, as we draw this discourse to a close, I want you to take a moment to reflect on all that we have discussed. Feel the truth of these words resonating within you. Know that you have within you all the power you need to shape your life, to create your reality, to fulfill your deepest desires. Go forth from this place with a new understanding of your true nature, a new appreciation of your creative power. Let every thought, every feeling, every action be an expression of this truth. Live from the state of your wish fulfilled, knowing that as you do so, you are shaping the very fabric of your reality. Remember, my dear friends, you are never truly alone, for you are one with the source of all creation, one with the infinite possibility that exists within consciousness. In doing it alone, you align yourself with this infinite power, this boundless creativity. So step boldly into your divine inheritance, claim your rightful place as a conscious creator, as a living expression of the infinite. Do it alone, and in doing so, discover your inseparable oneness with all that is. May your journey be filled with joy, with wonder, and with the deep satisfaction that comes from living in alignment with your true nature. May you always remember the power that lies within you, the divine creativity that expresses itself through you. And above all, may you never forget that you are loved, you are supported, and you are infinitely powerful. For you are God in distribution, experiencing itself through the unique and beautiful expression that is you. Go now and do it alone. Create the life you desire. Be the person you wish to be. For in truth, you already are that person. You need only to recognize and embody this truth. Thank you, my beloved, for your attention, for your openness, and for your willingness to explore these profound truths. May your life be a testament to the power of doing it alone, a shining example of what is possible when we fully embrace our divine nature. And with that, I bid you farewell, knowing that we are never truly separate, for we are all one in the grand tapestry of consciousness. Until we meet again, in this form or another, remember you are the operant power. You are the creator. You are divine. Now go forth and do it alone.
The universe is responding to you right now. Yes, right in this very moment, the energies of the universe are aligning themselves with your thoughts, your feelings, and your desires. You may not see it yet, but everything is unfolding in perfect harmony with the vibrations you're sending out. You might feel uncertain or even doubt this truth, but know this: what you experience today is the result of what you believed in the past. The miracle you are waiting for, the blessing you've been praying for, is not somewhere out of reach. It's right here in the realm of possibility, and it's coming closer with every breath you take. Every thought you hold, every emotion you feel, is a magnet pulling that miracle toward you. The universe is not distant, not detached from your desires, but intimately connected to them. It is already answering your call. You must begin to see the reality you wish to manifest in your mind's eye as if it's already here. The key to unlocking your miracle is to live as if it is already done. Your imagination is your power. What you see in your mind is already taking shape in the unseen. As you trust in this, as you affirm this truth, the universe begins to rearrange everything around you to bring that reality into your life. The world around you is not as solid as it may seem. It is malleable, responsive to the deepest desires of your heart. When you believe that your miracle is already on its way, when you believe that you are worthy of it, the universe has no choice but to manifest it for you. Right now, as you focus on the greatness you want to experience, the circumstances of your life begin to shift. You might not see it with your physical eyes yet, but trust that the forces at play are working for your good. The power of your inner state creates the outer world you live in. By seeing your miracle already in existence, you are commanding the universe to respond with the exact circumstances needed for its manifestation. You have been prepared for this moment. This is the moment where your belief, your feeling of certainty, will open the door to what you have asked for. The universe is never far from you, it is right here, responding to every thought, every feeling, every belief you carry. There are no coincidences, no random events. Everything is designed to bring you into alignment with your highest good. It doesn't matter how things look right now, or how long you've been waiting. What matters is that you believe it is already yours. The miracle you desire is already within your reach. As you continue to feel that it is so, it begins to materialize in ways you cannot yet understand. Trust in this process. Trust that the universe is always working with you, not against you. Your miracle is happening right now, and it's a reflection of your inner state. Everything that seems difficult, every challenge you faced, has prepared you for this moment. You are ready, and the universe is answering your call. As you hold the vision of your heart's desire, stay open and expect the miracle. It is coming, and it is already here. The universe is responding to your thoughts and feelings in every moment, whether you are aware of it or not. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every belief you hold creates a vibration that the universe picks up on. This is not a distant, abstract concept. It is a universal law that governs the way the world works. What you focus on expands, and what you give your energy to will begin to manifest in your reality. The universe is not indifferent or separate from your experiences. It is intimately connected to your inner state. At this very moment, the energy you are emitting is being reflected back to you through the circumstances and experiences you encounter. If you are filled with doubt, fear, or negativity, that energy will attract experiences that match those emotions. Conversely, if you are aligned with feelings of love, gratitude, and positivity, the universe will respond with circumstances that mirror those emotions. This is the power of the law of attraction at work. The universe does not discriminate. It does not judge your desires or decide if you are worthy of them. It only responds to the energy you put out. This means that the very thoughts and emotions you hold are sending a message into the universe, and that message is being answered. If you believe that success, happiness, or love are impossible for you, the universe will confirm that belief through situations that reinforce that limitation. On the other hand, when you embrace the belief that everything you desire is already on its way, you will begin to see signs of that desire manifesting in your life. One of the most powerful things you can do is to become conscious of your inner dialogue and emotional state. The more aware you become of the thoughts and feelings that dominate your mind, the more you can choose to shift them in the direction of your desires. For instance, if you are thinking thoughts of lack or limitation, consciously redirecting those thoughts toward abundance and possibility will send a new signal to the universe. It is important to remember that you are always in communication with the universe. Your thoughts are like prayers, your feelings are like commands, and the universe is always listening. The universe doesn't need you to be perfect or always in a positive state, but it does require you to be aware of the vibrations you are putting out. Even in moments of doubt or fear, you have the power to shift your energy and choose a new focus. This doesn't mean denying your emotions, but rather understanding that you have the ability to choose which emotions you want to cultivate and which ones you want to release. When you begin to consciously focus on thoughts and emotions that align with your desires, you start to shift your vibrational frequency. The universe, in turn, begins to respond to that frequency. It's like tuning a radio to the right station. Once you find the right frequency, you will hear the music clearly. Similarly, when you align your inner state with your desires, the universe begins to deliver the experiences and opportunities that match that energy. The response from the universe is always there, but it is up to you to tune into the right frequency. The moment you decide to focus on what you want, rather than what you fear or what you lack, you begin to attract more of what you desire. Your miracle is already on its way, even if you don't see it yet. The truth is, everything in life works in cycles of unseen energy before it manifests in the physical world. What may seem like a delay or a gap between desire and fulfillment is simply the period in which the universe is aligning all the necessary components for your miracle to come together. Often we are taught to believe that the moment we ask for something, it should appear immediately. But this is not the way the universe operates. It is always in motion, rearranging, organizing, and aligning people, circumstances, and opportunities in ways that our limited perception cannot always grasp. The reality is that your desires have already been acknowledged by the universe the moment you spoke them or thought them into existence. The universe does not hesitate or doubt your worthiness. It does not question whether you are deserving of what you want. The only thing that determines when your miracle will manifest is your alignment with the feeling of already having it. As you continue to focus on your desire, trust that the unseen forces are already at work, moving things into place, even if the manifestation is not visible to you at the moment. There are countless unseen forces that are working in your favor, things you cannot control or influence directly, but are essential for the creation of your miracle. For instance, people are being moved into your path right now, opportunities are being set up, and circumstances are shifting all around you in ways that align with your desires. What often happens is that your mind becomes attached to the idea that things should happen on your schedule. You look at the clock and think that your miracle should be arriving right now. But miracles, by nature, often work on a timeline far greater than our human comprehension. What seems like a delay is often a period of preparation, a moment in which the universe is aligning all the right components for you, in the perfect timing for your growth and success. It's essential to understand that everything happens in divine order. If things have not manifested yet, it doesn't mean they are not on their way. It simply means that you are being prepared. The stage is being set for your miracle to come in a way that is truly transformative. There is no such thing as a missed opportunity when it comes to the universe. What is meant for you cannot pass you by. It is coming to you in its own perfect timing. The universe is not in a rush, and neither should you be. As you trust in the unfolding process, you release the need for immediate gratification and allow things to happen in their natural course. Sometimes we get caught up in the illusion of waiting for something to appear in front of us. But what we often fail to see is that the miracle is already unfolding in the unseen world. The question isn't whether it will come, but rather whether you can hold the faith that it is already in motion. When you release resistance and stop forcing the outcome, you allow the miracle to flow to you in the way it was meant to. It's not about pushing harder or trying to make things happen on your own. It's about allowing, trusting, and knowing that the universe is already delivering what you need at the perfect moment. The key is to stay grounded in the knowing that your miracle is coming to you. Even if the manifestation isn't visible yet, it is working its way toward you. The more you trust and feel the reality of it in your heart, the faster it will appear in your life. Patience is not a passive act, but an active choice to align with the belief that everything is already on its way. Your miracle is not distant, not delayed, it is merely on its way, and your trust in this process is what accelerates its arrival. Believing your desire is already fulfilled unlocks the universe's power. This is one of the most profound and transformative truths that can change your life. When you hold the belief that what you desire has already manifested, you shift your vibration to match that of the desired outcome. It's not enough to simply wish for something or hope it will come to you. You must embody the belief that it is already yours. The moment you do this, you align your energy with the frequency of the manifestation, and the universe begins to bring it to you. The universe operates on the principle of faith, and when you believe in the reality of your desire, you demonstrate faith in the unseen forces that are always at work. This is not blind faith, it's a deep, knowing feeling that what you desire is already here. When you begin to see your dream as a present reality, you are no longer waiting for it to happen, you are living in the space where it has already happened. This creates an energetic magnet for your desires, because the universe responds to the emotions you generate, not just your thoughts. If you are vibrating with joy, gratitude, and excitement about your desire, the universe can't help but deliver it to you. Many people make the mistake of waiting for their desires to manifest before they believe they are worthy of them or before they feel the emotions associated with their fulfillment. But in truth, the universe works in the opposite way. You must first feel that your desire is already fulfilled before it can come into your life. The key is to trust that the moment you decide that something is already yours, the process of its manifestation is set into motion. The more you align your emotions with that belief, the more quickly the universe responds. Living in the assumption that your desire is already fulfilled is a powerful tool. It shifts your mindset from a place of lack to one of abundance. You stop looking for external evidence of your desires and start trusting that the evidence already exists in the unseen realm. As you embody this belief, you begin to act in accordance with your new reality. You make choices, take actions, and think thoughts that align with the reality you want to create. This alignment attracts opportunities, resources, and people that match the vibration of your belief. In essence, you become a magnet for your desires by operating from the assumption that what you want is already in your life. This shift in mindset requires courage, for it asks you to step into the unknown and believe in something before you see it. It requires you to trust that the universe is always responding to your energy. However, this trust is what accelerates the process. When you live from the place of already having your desire, you stop questioning or doubting its arrival. Doubt is the enemy of manifestation because it sends mixed signals to the universe. When you trust that your desire is already fulfilled, you stop waiting and start living in the joy of its presence. You see, the universe responds to your emotional state more than anything else. Your emotions are the true indicator of your vibrational frequency. By feeling joy, gratitude, and love for your desire, you elevate your energy to a higher state of alignment. As you feel your desire as a present reality, the universe must respond with the circumstances, people, and experiences that align with this vibration. This is not magic, it is the law of attraction at work. It's the simple, yet profound truth that what you believe and feel, you will receive. So the key to unlocking the universe's power is to live in the belief that your desire has already manifested. Feel the joy of your desire as though it's already in your life, and trust that the universe is aligning everything in your favor to bring it to fruition. As you do, you'll witness the universe responding to you in ways you never imagined, bringing your deepest desires into your life with ease. The world around you is malleable and responds to your inner state in ways that are often invisible to the naked eye. The belief that the external world is fixed and unchangeable is an illusion. In reality, the world is constantly shifting, adapting, and reorganizing itself based on the energy we project into it. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are like the seeds that plant themselves in the soil of the universe, and the world reflects back what you have sown. Every moment, the universe is responding to you, even when you are unaware of it. Your inner world creates your outer world, and by altering your inner state, you have the power to influence the circumstances of your life. When you shift your perception and understand that the world around you is a reflection of your inner state, you begin to realize that you are not simply a passive observer of life, you are an active creator. The external world is constantly responding to the vibration you send out. If you are filled with fear, doubt, or negativity, the world will mirror those feelings back to you, reinforcing the belief that life is difficult or unkind. However, if you choose to focus on love, trust, and gratitude, you will begin to see the world around you shift in ways that support these feelings. The more you change your internal state, the more the world around you adjusts to match it. One of the most powerful ways to influence the world around you is through your belief system. Beliefs are the lenses through which you view life, and they directly affect the way you perceive the world. If you believe that opportunities are limited, that people are untrustworthy, or that life is a struggle, your perception will create a reality where these beliefs are reinforced. However, when you shift your beliefs to align with abundance, love, and possibility, your perception of the world changes, and you begin to attract experiences that match this new belief system. The external world becomes a playground for your inner state, and opportunities that once seemed out of reach begin to unfold effortlessly. Your emotions are another key factor in how the world responds to you. Emotions are powerful signals that communicate your internal vibration to the universe. When you feel joy, excitement, or love, you are sending a message to the universe that you are in alignment with your desires. The universe, in turn, responds by bringing you more reasons to feel these emotions. Similarly, when you are feeling angry, frustrated, or anxious, the universe will bring you experiences that mirror these emotions. Understanding this principle gives you the power to direct your energy in ways that create the outcomes you desire. By consciously choosing to cultivate positive emotions, you influence the way the world interacts with you. The idea that the world around you is malleable also extends to your physical reality. You can begin to see your environment as a reflection of your inner state. If you are unhappy with your surroundings, whether it's your job, your home, or your relationships, the first step is to examine your inner state. The changes you seek in the outer world begin within you. When you shift your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, you begin to see the world around you transform. The people you interact with, the opportunities you encounter, and the circumstances you face all begin to align with your new inner state. The universe, being a reflection of you, has no choice but to mirror back what you are feeling and thinking. The more consciously you begin to direct your thoughts and emotions, the more you will see how the world around you shifts in response. By realizing that the world is malleable, you take back your power as a creator. You are not a victim of circumstances, you are the architect of your reality. When you master your inner state and maintain a vibration that aligns with your desires, the world becomes an open field of possibilities, waiting to be shaped by your energy. As you begin to understand that the universe is responding to you right now, you must realize that your thoughts have power, far beyond what you may have previously believed. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, is like a command sent out into the world. These thoughts are the building blocks of your reality. The universe doesn't respond to what you want or desire with words, it responds to the energy you emit. What you think about consistently, you begin to attract. This is not just wishful thinking, it's the fundamental law of creation. The energy that is emitted by your thoughts becomes a magnetic force that draws experiences, opportunities, and people into your life that match that frequency. For example, if you are constantly thinking about lack or fear, you are attracting more situations into your life that validate these feelings. On the other hand, when you focus your thoughts on abundance, possibility, and love, the universe responds by sending experiences that reflect those higher frequencies. The more you consciously choose your thoughts, the more you begin to shape the world around you. It's important to recognize that your thoughts are not isolated events. Every thought is connected to a broader stream of consciousness. The energy that you send out affects not just your own personal world, but the collective world as well. This means that when you think thoughts of love, peace, and hope, you are contributing to a larger collective shift toward those very qualities. Conversely, negative or fearful thoughts not only influence your own life but ripple out, contributing to the energy around you. This is why it is so important to be mindful of your thoughts, for they have far-reaching consequences, both on your life and on the world as a whole. To shift your reality, you must master your thinking patterns. The universe responds to consistency. If your thoughts are scattered or inconsistent, the universe will respond to that too. But when you consistently focus on thoughts that align with your desires, you begin to see rapid changes in your life. It's not about thinking about what you want for a moment and then reverting back to old thought patterns. It's about consistently holding the vision of your desired reality, no matter what the circumstances around you might look like. This is when true transformation begins to take place. The universe is always in motion, always responsive. This means that when you focus your attention on your desires, when you think and feel as if they have already manifested, the universe begins to rearrange itself to bring that vision into your life. It's like planting a seed in the ground. Once the seed is planted, the soil begins to work to nourish it, even though you cannot see the roots growing beneath the surface. Similarly, the universe begins to organize and align the people, opportunities, and circumstances around you when you hold the belief that your desire is already in motion. However, you must also be patient. Often the universe works in ways that you cannot see, and you may not always get immediate results. It may seem as though nothing is happening, but trust that beneath the surface, there is a flurry of activity. The universe is always responding to your thoughts, even when it appears that nothing is happening on the outside. The key is to trust the process, to believe that your thoughts are creating the reality you desire, and to remain in alignment with your vision no matter what external circumstances arise. The universe is not slow or hesitant in responding, it simply responds to the energy and frequency you emit. By being mindful of your thoughts, maintaining a positive and abundant mindset, and holding the vision of your desires as already fulfilled, you align yourself with the force that is always working on your behalf. Your thoughts are the key that unlocks the door to your desires, and as you align with that energy, the universe has no choice but to bring your desires into your life. The key to receiving the miracles and manifestations you desire lies in your ability to trust that they are already on their way. Trust is the foundation of every successful manifestation. It's not enough to just believe that your desires are possible, you must trust that they are already being shaped and delivered by the universe. Trusting in the process means surrendering the need to control every detail of how and when your desires will appear. It's about having unwavering faith that once you set your intention, the universe begins to organize everything in alignment with your desires. When you truly trust in the process of manifestation, you release the urgency and pressure of needing things to happen on your timeline. The need for control often comes from a place of fear or doubt, fear that your desires may never come to fruition, or doubt in your own worthiness of receiving them. But true trust comes from letting go of these limiting beliefs and knowing deep down that the universe is always working for your highest good. The more you trust, the more you allow the universe to work its magic. Trust is an invitation for the universe to step in and bring you what you asked for in a way that may even surpass your expectations. When you release the need for control, you are able to move forward with a sense of peace and confidence, knowing that all is well. This trust is not passive, but rather an active choice to live as if everything is unfolding perfectly, even before you can see the physical evidence. When you trust, you take inspired action toward your desires without needing to see immediate results. You remain aligned with the belief that your desire is already on its way, and that belief shapes the energy you send out. This energy attracts the right circumstances, people, and events, aligning your reality with the fulfillment of your dreams. Sometimes the process of manifestation requires you to trust through moments of uncertainty, when things may seem to be moving slowly or not at all. These moments are often tests of faith, but they are also opportunities to deepen your trust. It's during these times that you must remember that the universe operates in ways that are often unseen. Just because you cannot see the movement doesn't mean the universe isn't working behind the scenes. Trusting during the quiet times means knowing that your desires are being nurtured in unseen ways, and everything is happening in perfect timing. Trust is also deeply connected to gratitude. When you trust that the universe is always working in your favor, you naturally begin to feel grateful for the journey, the lessons, and the experiences that are leading you toward your manifestation. Gratitude amplifies the positive energy you are sending out, and the more grateful you are for what you have and for what is on its way, the faster your desires will come to fruition. By feeling gratitude for what you do not yet see, you align your energy with abundance, inviting more of it into your life. To cultivate trust, remind yourself daily that everything is working out in your favor. Practice affirmations that reinforce your belief in the universe's ability to deliver your desires. Trust is not something that happens overnight, but it is something that you can nurture by consistently choosing to believe that what you desire is already on its way. As you grow in trust, you will begin to see the signs, synchronicities, and miracles that confirm your desires are in motion. And when the miracles come, you will have cultivated such deep trust that you will know that the universe has always been responding to you, shaping your life in beautiful and extraordinary ways. The universe is always responding to you, shaping your reality in alignment with your inner state, thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. Your thoughts are the seeds that plant the future, and every moment, the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your desires into fruition. By shifting your focus, choosing positive emotions, and maintaining unwavering trust, you unlock the power within you to manifest the life you've always dreamed of. Trust in the process, knowing that what you desire is already on its way, even when the external world doesn't show immediate results. Keep your mind focused, your heart open, and your spirit aligned with the belief that miracles are already unfolding in your life. The universe is responding to you right now, so get ready for the miracles that are about to manifest. The universe is a magnificent mirror, reflecting back the energy you project into it. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold, these are the frequencies you send out into the vast expanse. The universe, with its infinite wisdom, responds not to your words, not to your wishes, but to the energy behind them. It doesn't matter if you say you want abundance. If your energy vibrates with doubt or fear, the universe will echo that back to you. To align with the universe and manifest your desires within 48 hours, you must first take responsibility for your inner world. Begin by quieting your mind and tuning into your heart. Feel the stillness, the peace that already exists within you. This is your connection to the divine energy that powers the universe. When you cultivate this sense of peace, you elevate your frequency, opening the channels for your desires to flow into your life effortlessly. The secret lies in living as though your desires have already manifested. Don't wait for the evidence to feel grateful, feel the gratitude now. Don't wait for success to feel confident, embody that confidence in this very moment. When you act and feel as though your dreams are already real, you send a powerful signal to the universe. That signal says, I am ready, I am aligned, I am open to receive, and the universe cannot help but respond in kind. Visualization is your tool for bending reality. Close your eyes and see yourself living the life you dream of. Feel it with every fiber of your being. Smell the air, hear the sounds, and experience the joy as if it's happening now. Hold this vision in your mind, not with a sense of longing, but with a sense of knowing. You are not asking for something outside of yourself. You are recognizing the infinite power within you to call it into existence. Energy flows where attention goes. What you focus on expands. Release the grip of doubt, fear, and negativity. Instead, fill your mind with thoughts that empower you. Speak words that uplift you. Surround yourself with people and environments that match the vibration of your desires. Every moment is an opportunity to choose alignment, to choose faith, to choose love. Trust the process. You don't need to know how your desires will come to you. The universe orchestrates miracles far beyond your imagination. Your job is to stay in alignment, to keep your energy pure and high, and to move with inspired action when the opportunity arises. Be patient, but be unwavering in your belief. Know that what you have set in motion cannot be stopped. Your energy is your greatest currency. The universe is always listening, always responding. Shift your energy, and you will shift your reality. This is not magic, it is the divine law of creation. You hold the power, and the universe is ready to meet you. The energy you project into the universe is not just a force, it is a language, a conversation with the divine fabric of existence. Everything around you, every experience, every person you encounter is a response to this unspoken dialogue. The universe doesn't interpret words as you might think. Instead, it reads the vibration behind them. It listens to your feelings, your beliefs, and the energy you emit consistently. Imagine for a moment that you are a magnet. This magnet doesn't pull or push based on effort, it simply attracts what is aligned with its frequency. If you hold an energy of abundance, joy, and certainty, you will naturally draw circumstances, opportunities, and people that resonate with those vibrations. Conversely, if your energy is steeped in fear, doubt, or resentment, the universe mirrors those frequencies back to you as well. It's not about blame or punishment, it's about alignment and resonance. The key to unlocking the manifestation of your desires lies in deliberate creation. This starts with clarity. The universe thrives on specificity, not because it needs your detailed instructions, but because clarity shapes your own energy. Take time to visualize exactly what you want. If it's success, imagine the feeling of accomplishment as if it has already arrived. If it's love, feel the warmth of that connection in your heart. The clearer your vision, the more precise your vibration, and the stronger the universe's response. Gratitude amplifies this process exponentially. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it's a frequency that aligns you with the abundance of the universe. When you are grateful, you are in a state of receiving. You signal to the universe that you recognize the blessings already present in your life, no matter how small. This recognition creates a powerful ripple effect. The more you express gratitude, the more the universe gives you reasons to be grateful. It becomes a cycle of abundance, a continuous flow of giving and receiving. However, this process requires faith. Faith is not passive, it is active and alive. Faith means trusting the unseen, believing in the reality of your desires before they manifest. It's easy to doubt when evidence is lacking, but true faith doesn't rely on what the eyes can see. Instead, it looks inward, to the power of your own energy and the infinite potential of the universe. When you trust deeply, you remove resistance, and in doing so, you create space for miracles to unfold. Resistance is the only thing that can slow down or block the manifestation of your desires. Resistance often takes the form of negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, or emotional baggage. It's the voice that says, "I'm not good enough," or "this is too hard," or "why hasn't it happened yet?" To dissolve resistance, you must become aware of it. Notice these thoughts without judgment and replace them with empowering affirmations. Remind yourself that you are worthy, that you are capable, and that the universe is always working in your favor. Letting go is another essential piece of the puzzle. This doesn't mean giving up on your desires, it means releasing the need to control how and when they will come to fruition. When you cling tightly to an outcome, you send a message of lack and desperation. But when you let go, you show trust in the process. You allow the universe to bring your desires to you in the most perfect way and at the most divine time. Letting go is freedom. It's the act of stepping back and allowing the flow of energy to guide you. Your energy also thrives in the present moment. The past is a memory, and the future is a potential. Neither holds the power that the present does. When you dwell in the present, fully immersed in the here and now, your energy becomes pure and potent. In this state, you align with the creative force of the universe. You can feel your connection to everything, and it is in this connection that your power to manifest becomes limitless. Visualization is more than just seeing images in your mind, it's about embodying the emotions and sensations of your desired reality. When you visualize, engage all your senses. Hear the sounds, feel the textures, smell the scents, and see the details vividly. But most importantly, feel the joy, the excitement, the peace, or whatever emotion your desire brings. This emotional engagement raises your vibration and creates a magnetic pull toward your desires. The more often you practice this, the stronger your connection to your manifestations becomes. Connection is an extension of your energy. While your vibration sets the foundation, inspired action bridges the gap between your desires and their physical manifestation. Inspired action doesn't feel forced, it feels natural and aligned. It's the idea that comes to you unexpectedly, the opportunity that seems to appear out of nowhere. When these moments arise, act on them with confidence. Trust that these are the breadcrumbs the universe has laid out for you to follow. Forgiveness is a profound way to clear energy and make space for manifestation. When you hold on to resentment or anger, you anchor yourself to lower vibrations. Forgiveness isn't about condoning what happened, it's about releasing the weight of it. By forgiving others and yourself, you free your energy, allowing it to flow freely toward what you desire. This act of letting go opens doors that were previously blocked by negative emotions. Self-love is at the core of manifestation. The way you treat yourself, the thoughts you think about yourself, and the energy you direct inward all contribute to your vibration. When you love yourself unconditionally, you align with the energy of the universe, which is pure love. Speak kindly to yourself, honor your needs, and celebrate your journey. The more you pour love into yourself, the more the universe reflects that love back to you in the form of your desires. Meditation is a powerful tool for aligning your energy. It allows you to quiet the noise of the outside world and connect deeply with your inner self. In this state of stillness, you can tune into the frequency of your desires and reinforce your alignment with the universe. Even a few minutes of meditation each day can create profound shifts in your energy and bring clarity to your intentions. Remember, the universe responds not just to what you want, but to who you are being. If you want abundance, embody abundance. If you want love, embody love. Become the energy of your desires, and the universe will respond in kind. This is the law of resonance, the principle that like attracts like. You are not separate from your desires, you are one with them. When you embrace this truth, manifestation becomes a natural extension of your being. Keep your faith unshakable, your energy aligned, and your actions inspired. Know that the universe is always working in harmony with your highest good. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every action you take contributes to the reality you experience. You are the creator, and the universe is your willing partner, ready to bring your dreams into reality. The essence of creation lies in the understanding that everything is energy. The walls around you, the air you breathe, even the thoughts you think, all of it vibrates at specific frequencies. These vibrations interact constantly, shaping the reality you experience. When you grasp this fundamental truth, you realize that your thoughts and emotions are not trivial, they are powerful forces capable of shifting the fabric of your existence. You must learn to direct this energy intentionally. Many people move through life unaware of the energy they are emitting. They focus on what they lack, complain about circumstances, and dwell on fears. This scattered negative energy sends mixed signals to the universe, and the response is equally chaotic. To manifest effectively, you must become a master of your inner world. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. The universe doesn't distinguish between I want and I don't want. It responds solely to the energy behind your focus. Emotions are the fuel that drives your manifestations. If thoughts are the blueprint, emotions are the engine. When you feel joy, gratitude, and love, you radiate high-frequency energy that aligns with the flow of abundance in the universe. On the other hand, feelings of anger, envy, or despair create resistance, blocking the flow. This is why it's essential to cultivate positive emotions, even when external circumstances seem challenging. Your feelings are your greatest tools for shaping your reality. Affirmations are a powerful way to realign your energy. Words carry vibrations, and when spoken with belief and intention, they can transform your energy. Affirmations are not about convincing yourself of something false, they are about affirming the truth of your potential. Speak as though your desires are already yours. Say, I am abundant, I am loved, I am successful. Let these words sink into your being and become the foundation of your energy. Over time, these affirmations reshape your subconscious mind, which in turn reshapes your reality. Surrounding yourself with the right environment is equally crucial. Energy is contagious, and the people and spaces you immerse yourself in influence your vibration. Seek out environments that uplift you, inspire you, and align with your desires. Avoid toxic influences that drain your energy or pull you into negativity. Your surroundings should reflect the life you are manifesting, creating a sanctuary where your energy can flourish. One of the most underestimated aspects of manifestation is self-belief. You cannot receive what you do not believe you deserve. If deep down you feel unworthy of love, success, or happiness, your energy will reflect that belief, and the universe will mirror it back to you. To shift this, you must cultivate a sense of worthiness. Recognize that you are a divine being, inherently worthy of every good thing. Your worth is not determined by your past mistakes or external achievements, it is intrinsic and unchanging. Patience is a virtue in this process. While some manifestations can occur rapidly, others require time to align. The universe operates on divine timing, orchestrating events in a way that serves your highest good. Trust in this timing. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You water it, nurture it, and trust that it will bloom in its season. Manifestation works the same way. Stay focused, stay aligned, and trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. Doubt is the thief of manifestation. It creeps in when you let external circumstances dictate your energy. Perhaps you look at your bank account or your relationship status and think, this isn't working. But manifestation requires unwavering faith. Even when reality seems to contradict your desires, hold on to your vision. Remember, your current circumstances are not your final destination, they are simply the result of past energy. Shift your focus to the future you are creating, and let that guide your feelings and actions. One of the most powerful practices for aligning your energy is to act as if your desire has already manifested. If you want wealth, carry yourself with the confidence of someone who is financially free. If you desire love, embody the qualities of a loving partner. Acting as if bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It aligns your energy with your desires, signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. Journaling can also be a transformative tool in this journey. When you write about your desires as though they have already come true, you anchor them in your reality. Begin each entry with, I am so grateful that, and describe your life in vivid detail. Pour your emotions onto the page, feeling the joy and excitement of living your dream. This practice not only clarifies your vision but also intensifies the vibration you emit. Sleep is another powerful state for manifestation. As you drift off to sleep, your subconscious mind becomes highly receptive. Use this time to impress your desires upon your mind. Visualize your dreams as though they are happening right now. Feel the emotions of having them and let those feelings carry you into sleep. During the night, your subconscious will work tirelessly to align your energy with your desires, drawing them closer to you. Let go of the need to know every step of the journey. The how is not your responsibility, it belongs to the universe. Your job is to maintain your energy and take inspired action when opportunities present themselves. When you release the need for control, you open yourself to possibilities far greater than you could imagine. Trust that the universe has a plan, one that is perfectly tailored to your growth and fulfillment. Energy alignment is not a one-time event, it is a continuous practice. There will be moments when you falter, when doubt creeps in, or when external circumstances challenge your faith. In those moments, return to your center. Meditate, visualize, affirm, and feel gratitude. These practices are your tools for recalibrating your energy and staying on the path of manifestation. Understand that you are not separate from the universe, you are a part of it. The same energy that moves the stars, grows the trees, and creates life itself flows through you. You are a co-creator, and your energy is your contribution to the grand design. When you align with this truth, you step into your power, realizing that the universe is not outside of you but within you. Everything you desire is already available in the infinite field of possibilities. The moment you align your energy with it, you draw it into your reality. This is not a process of chasing or striving, it is a process of becoming. As you shift your energy, the universe shifts with you, responding to your vibration with precision and grace. Your journey of manifestation is a sacred dance with the universe. It is a journey of trust, alignment, and unwavering belief. Every thought, every feeling, and every action is a step in this dance, moving you closer to the life you envision. Embrace the process, cherish the lessons, and know that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. You are the creator, and your energy is the key to manifesting everything you desire. Each moment you spend cultivating the right energy brings you closer to the reality you desire. Think of your thoughts and emotions as a river flowing towards a destination. The strength and clarity of that flow determine how quickly and smoothly you reach your goal. When you allow negativity, doubt, or fear to enter, it's like placing obstacles in the river, slowing down or even redirecting its path. But when you maintain a steady current of belief, gratitude, and joy, the river becomes unstoppable. Your imagination is one of the greatest tools in shaping your energy. Visualizing is not merely daydreaming, it is an act of creation. When you close your eyes and vividly picture your desired life, you send a signal to the universe that says, "This is my reality." The clearer and more emotionally charged your visualization, the stronger that signal becomes. See yourself walking through the home of your dreams. Hear the laughter of your loved ones. Feel the excitement of achieving your goals. Let every sense come alive in your mind, making the vision as real as possible. Gratitude is a magnetic force that amplifies your energy. When you focus on what you are thankful for, you shift your attention away from lack and towards abundance. This shift not only uplifts your spirit but also aligns you with the frequency of receiving. Start each day by listing a few things you are grateful for, no matter how small. Feel the warmth of gratitude in your heart and let it radiate outward. The more you appreciate the good in your life, the more good the universe will bring to you. Intuition plays a pivotal role in the manifestation process. Often the universe responds to your energy by presenting opportunities, ideas, or nudges that guide you towards your desires. These moments of insight may come as a quiet whisper, a sudden inspiration, or a feeling that something is right. Trust these signs and act on them without hesitation. Intuition is the language of the universe, and by listening to it, you align yourself with its flow. Forgiveness is another vital aspect of maintaining high-frequency energy. Holding on to resentment, anger, or guilt weighs down your vibration, creating resistance in the manifestation process. To truly align with abundance, you must let go of past hurts and mistakes. Forgiveness is not about condoning wrongs, but about freeing yourself from the emotional burden they carry. Release those negative energies and make space for the blessings that are waiting to enter your life. Faith is the foundation of all manifestation. Even when the path ahead is unclear or obstacles arise, hold on to the belief that your desires are on their way. Faith is not about ignoring reality, but about trusting in possibilities beyond what you can see. It is the bridge between your present circumstances and your future dreams. With faith, you create a powerful resonance that draws your desires closer with unwavering certainty. There is a balance to be struck between intention and surrender. While it's important to focus on what you want and take inspired action, it's equally crucial to release the need to control every detail. Obsessing over outcomes or timelines creates tension and blocks the flow of energy. Instead, set your intentions clearly, align your energy with them, and then let go. Trust that the universe knows the best way to bring your desires to fruition. The people you interact with can have a profound effect on your energy. Choose to surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you, who believe in your dreams and encourage your growth. Distance yourself from those who drain your energy or fill your mind with doubt. Your circle should reflect the life you are creating, acting as a source of support and positivity. Meditation is a powerful practice for aligning your energy. In stillness, you connect with the essence of the universe and gain clarity on your desires. Use meditation to quiet your mind, visualize your goals, and tune into the frequency of abundance. Even a few minutes a day can create a profound shift in your energy, helping you manifest more effectively.